Blacks Inspire family, it's your girl Sharon Fletcher, and today I am in front of Higher Marks Institute. That's right, here in Scarborough, Ontario. You've seen me post and advertise. I started a GoFundMe for this institution because this school is Canada's first accredited Black-owned school. And this school is not just any school, but it is a phenomenal school with a high success rate for helping students who are failing in the public school system. So I'm going to be here today so you can ask questions and speak to the man himself, Dr. Ron Blake, and some of the staff, and get to see the building that they are in. It's a rented building. It is quite small, but it's a little school with a big heart that is doing phenomenal things. And so follow me. We're going to go inside and we're going to check it out, and we're going to get to speak with some of the staff. I just want to show you here. We are going to be entering Higher Marks. All right, let's go and check it out. All right. So this is just some of the kids brainstorming, and I'm going to be now speaking with one of the teachers. Okay, so great to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Okay, so just tell the folks your name.
My name is Candace Wasland.
Candace, I'm going to get you to speak up just a little bit, Candace, because you know the kids are talking there. There's a lot going on, as it should be, because it's a school, right? Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so Higher Marks Institute. This is where we are. And so again, your name was?
Candace Wasland.
Okay, Candace. So you are a teacher here at Higher Marks, and let us know, you could probably be teaching at any high school, for any high school in the Greater Toronto area.
Right.
What made you want to teach here?
Okay. For one thing, I believe that Higher Marks it's not just simply an educational institution. I think they really have a love of God, and that is what makes a difference in the students. The teachers really care about their students. They care about their progress. They care about their ethics, their values, and so it's not just you're not just receiving academic education, but you're also receiving holistic view, a whole holistic approach to education. And that's what I really love about Higher Marks.
And so you think that that holistic approach, addressing you mind, body, and spirit, not necessarily, I guess, religious, but just recognizing a higher power and tapping
right.
into that, is what helps make the kids feel, you know,
it makes
powerful.
them feel valued, and it adds something. It really makes them feel empowered to succeed. It really makes a difference.
And that's the thing that all children need nowadays, but especially our children of color, because they don't get enough images and reinforced positive messages to feel empowered. And walking through this world empowered, you know, you can accomplish many, many things. Well, we love seeing that an educator like yourself with that kind of spirit and love is definitely the recipe to making this a wonderful place. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce you to this wonderful man, Mr. Donald
Ronald.
Sorry, Dr. Ronald Blake. I was getting the B's and the R's.
Okay, we allow you that.
All right, so Dr. Ron, it's so great to see you and to be here with you today. This is the school, this is the man, the visionary behind creating this school for us. So Dr. Ron, if I could ask you, what made you decide to even open up a school?
The decision was made because I was brokenhearted with the disaster facing our children.
Okay.
As vast numbers of them were failing in school and thrown into special ed classes, and parents did not understand what special ed meant, and it was just a social disaster for community.
Yes.
So I've decided that let me go out there and do something about it. And so I decided to recover those who are being destroyed in the system. And that's my real motive. I didn't do it for money because I had, before that, a very big job in Queen's Park before I went back to university to get this particular degree to do this. I did it to help the people. That's why I did that.
It's beautiful. And Dr. Ron, I have seen you at several different organizations where you've gotten many awards and got acknowledgments for this wonderful work. And I was telling you that in social media, under the many different groups, that you were getting accolades, testimonials of students who you have changed their lives, and you have impacted them so much. They have so much gratitude. And when I read those things, it moved me, and I thought, I have to see what this is, and as you know, our community was fighting for our Afrocentric-centered school because we saw the need that our children are not succeeding, and we needed something in place. And people are delightfully surprised to know that there is something that was always here in our backyard. How long have you been around, Dr. Blake?
39 years.
39 years you've been helping children
and we've
in the
put
community.
through 8,000 graduates out of here.
Wow. Fantastic. That's phenomenal. Okay, so I just want to give a little tour. We'll do a little walk. Walk with me. I just want to show people this wall. This wall is so cool. So when you talk about 8,000, okay, let me start from here.
There's only about 4 because you don't have the wall for the other 4,000.
8,000. These are the students. These are the people who you basically changed the trajectory of their lives.
Yes. These are professionals on every field, and most of these came in as special ed children. And you have lawyers, doctors, engineers, you have people in the Hall of Fame in science, you have people in the United Nations, you have teachers, principals, engineers. You can't count it. You cannot. Yesterday alone, I got a shock when I went to make a speech somewhere and discovered that many people in the audience were graduates of Higher Marks, principals, professors were in the audience saying, we came there.
Right.
Yes.
So this school, as phenomenal as it is, the physical space is just not big enough to take care of the need that's out there and to help continue delivering the excellence and the potential and inspiration that you've been giving to the community.
That's right.
And to individuals.
We just don't have the physical space. We are renting this here at 3,000 a month, and we need maybe 6 times this space. We don't have a gym for the children. We are borrowing a gym from a church, right? We don't even have a school bus. They walk sometimes, It's just incredible. We just need
a physical
space and facilities to let them be more than they can. But what they're doing now with what they have is amazing.
It's amazing. So there's been many people who have asked, can they still enroll their children here?
Yes, you can.
Yes, absolutely.
If you stay too long, you'll be getting on a waiting list.
Okay.
So you must act now.
Okay.
As we move forward into getting the expanded space, hundreds of you will be able to come in.
Yes. All right. So then another piece that was very interesting is we have the school, but you also have a foundation.
Yes.
Right. So what it is that you want to get a building, right, and raise money to put into the foundation so that there can be a school in the name of the foundation that will belong to the community.
Yes.
What you were explaining.
That's exactly what I want.
So that lives on and
beyond
is the legacy.
Me. That's right.
Legacy, right.
I want it to be, I'm 79 years old, as I said before, and I want a school belonging to the community, not belonging to Ronald Blake. Right. So I want the land and building to belong to the community, though the intellectual property belongs to me.
That's right.
Because I created it, and you can't do that on your own.
And you have the winning formula. So we need you to protect it and keep it, but yet duplicate it.
Duplicate it. So anywhere the foundation puts up a school, you can contract us to go in there and deliver this intellectual property. That's all we're asking for. We're not asking you to buy Higher Marks Institute a building.
No.
We're saying get yourself a school building in your community so that your children will have a future, whether we exist or not.
But of course, once we do get the building, the goal is that Higher Marks Institute will be running out of that building.
We'll be running out of the building, yes.
Can I talk a little bit about how important it is to have representation? I have a friend who was raised in the Caribbean and shared with me that all his life, all he saw was Black excellence. His teacher, his principal, his own parents, he saw successful people that looked like him. So when he came to North America, first went to the States, he was like, these Black people are different, right? He always saw, the prime minister, the leader of the country looks like him. So in his mind, infinite possibilities. Now, it's beautiful to be in a multicultural society, but I think some of the challenges, we don't always see that representation. So do you think that when the students come here and see people who look like them in these respectable positions, that is part of the formula?
Well, this is the most dramatic part of the whole Higher Marks experience. When a student is told that he's nobody and has no potential, And he comes to a place like this, and all he sees are people who have succeeded in the wildest dream in the education and are able to deliver. The student feels a new sense of worth.
Yes.
And a positive thing happens to him, and he no longer thinks of ability. He thinks of confidence and competence. And that is basically what explains the success of this place. People come here and find that they can, for the first time, overcome the sense of being defeated. They are not just a number to be avoided in a classroom anymore. They are real people with real situations, getting real experience and watching it work. That's what I'm saying.
Beautiful. So seeing people who look like them,
yes,
that care about them, and are very passionate about education as well.
Thank you. They're not just a number to be. They're not just a number to be avoided in a classroom. They're real people. We know their names.
Yes.
And we care about them.
That's right. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Blake. So I'm also going to talk to, another piece is succession planning. People are wondering, you have ideas once we get the money going, because we will get that money going to have the school.
You certainly will, yes.
Oh, look at this cutie pie. Hi. How will we keep things going? Hello. And so you do have a succession plan. Your daughter runs the school.
I no longer run the school.
Okay.
It is run by Mrs. Gray.
Okay.
Mrs. Gray is completely responsible for Higher Marks Educational Institute and the 12 staff that work here.
Okay.
She used to work at Seneca, and she left that job to take this on to ensure that the school could continue.
Okay. So you're going to take me to Mrs. Gray now?
Yes, let me take you to Mrs. Gray.
Hi, cutie pie.
That is my granddaughter.
Oh, hello. Hi. Do you like being here at Higher Marks?
Yeah.
You do? And do you have fun and you learn lots of things?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, you look lovely and you have to wear your lovely uniform and keep it clean, don't you? Yes? All right. Thank you. Okay. Oh, do you want to see something? You like being at school? Yes? Why do you have fun at school? Do you like being at school? Okay.
She said Mr. is ready.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, she has to go. Oh, just going to see.
You can follow her because she has to be on there.
All right. I know you had to go.
10 minutes? Because there's a teacher ready to talk to you.
Okay.
I already set him up.
Okay. All right.
For 1 second.
Okay. So we're going to have another teacher speak. Because when you run a school, you're busy. She's going to do something to take care of the students. Okay, so we'll get another teacher to speak real quickly.
Yes.
And
Just a minute.
hi. All right, so we're going to introduce you to, like this. Hello.
Hi everyone.
Tell everyone your name, please.
My name is Edgar Alberto. I teach mathematics at Higher Marks.
Oh, wonderful. And so, again, I'm going to say like I did to your peer, you could teach anywhere, I would imagine. What makes you want to teach here at Higher Marks?
Actually, I do teach at Seneca College as well. And one of the reasons I decided to come back to Higher Marks after 12 years is because I like, first of all, the work ethic of the school. Yeah,
Let's talk a little bit, just because I know the kids are talking.
Also the integrity of the staff, very professional. And I think that also it was one of my first jobs that I got as a teacher.
Oh, wow.
But also in Canada, right?
Amazing.
In Canada. So I've been teaching, I am originally from Nicaragua. I used to be a teacher over there at university level also. And so along the way, I guess me personally, I found out why is one of the reasons I like to teach is because I had the feeling that we do have the responsibility to make a difference in society.
Beautiful.
So we want, me personally, I worry much about being taken care by good professionals in the future. So I try to give the best of myself to teach the best I can to the individual because all these young people, the leaders of tomorrow.
They are the leaders of tomorrow.
And I think the Higher Marks in that streamline, that if we can put it away, also has a responsibility and is trying to teach good values beside the the academic component that in some places they just focus on that. So over here we nurture more than the academic component.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a theme I'm hearing, is a holistic approach to teaching, because you're nurturing the whole human being.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
And streamlining them to success. I like that. We hear about sometimes our young people being streamlined into the jail system or streamlined, out of society, but Higher Marks is actually streamlining our young people, our future professionals, streaming them into success.
Exactly.
I love that. That's wonderful.
And it's good.
That is good. All right, you heard that. Thank you so much
You're
for your
welcome.
time. Okay, folks.
Okay.
So this is the school. It is humble, but very, very big heart. But it's busting at the seams with all the kids and the families that it serves. We need a building, and we need to be able to at least sustain the costs, property tax, and all those practical things for about a year or two. So that is what we're raising the funds for. You guys can go to GoFundMe. I'm going to put the GoFundMe link underneath. Our community is quite capable of doing powerful things.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. And so we have it out there, the world to see it. We have a GoFundMe going. Will the community come together and support the school? I think so. There's so many wonderful testimonials and personal experience. You've done a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Were there for us when the need was most, when the need was great, and we are going to be there for you. We're going to be there for the school.
But you know what? I didn't do it alone.
Okay.
I did it with dedicated black people who saw the vision and were willing to make the sacrifice. Even today, you see this here. Under these conditions, the staff don't have a staff room, but they come to work every day. And they do what they have to do. It's just amazing. I couldn't believe it. I could see this in my lifetime. People willing to work and make the kind of contribution they're making for so little money.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
Yes. So this is it, folks. You heard it from Dr. Blake himself. You've seen the wonderful children that are here and the staff. There's a lot of heart and soul in this. We as a community put our money towards a lot of things, and I believe that we could put our resources towards this and make it successful. So my call to action is that we tap into the brilliance and all our successful entrepreneurs, corporations, business leaders, educators to support and make this great, that we acquire and own through the foundation an institution for black students, not exclusively,
but predominantly, yes.
Predominantly.
Yes.
And we have a man that, while he is here with us, has amazing success tools. You have it, all the patent, the intellectual property, right? So it's something that will be with us, and it'll be a legacy. And what a beautiful legacy to have coming from our community. So the call to action: let's keep Higher Marks going. Right?
I want to talk to some of these alumni. I have been a part of your life for over the last 40 years. And many of you have excelled beyond my wildest dreams. When I meet you in the streets as Dr. So-and-so, lawyer so-and-so, engineer so-and-so, principal, and all kinds of pharmacists, I feel good. I would like you to now come forward and put back into your community what we put into you when people thought you couldn't do it. They all thought that you couldn't do it. When you were geniuses, they told you were special ed. You came here and you became geniuses, what you were before, but nobody knew it. So this time, will you come back, join us to help the rest? Go ahead. Thank you.
Beautiful. I couldn't have said it any better. Thank you very much, Dr. Blake. We're going to do this. Let's go get it, folks. And actually, Blacks Inspire has an event coming up on Saturday, April 28th to help entrepreneurs be successful, have businesses like this, be sustainable. And we are going to give proceeds from that event towards this GoFundMe. So come out and help support. Let's make this a successful campaign. The world is watching us.
Yes.
Let's show what the black community
Can do.
really can do.
Yes.
Okay,
The world
folks.
is watching us.
So
Yes.
stay tuned, and Blacks Inspire will also share in other groups. Please share in other groups, likes and loves for Higher Marks. Stay tuned. I will keep updating you on the campaign and what we'll be doing to drive this movement forward. 11 million.
Yes.
We could do it.
That's $25 a person. Yes.
$25 a
Yes,
person.
that's right. That's right.
Thank
that's
you.
right. Thank you
Stay
so much.
tuned,
Thank
guys.
you and goodbye.
Bye.